Good morning, traders. Are you guys ready to get after it in this market? Economic data changing up the tune on today. For a second there, it looked like a nice bullish morning. And of course, wouldn't you know it, a swing back down to the lows. We'll see what happens here towards the open. Live trading with Benzinga.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
All right, let's get right into the action and let's go ahead. We're going to go and bring on Zunaid in the chat there. And we don't got Ryan today, guys. So I know I said that I had Lord Ryan. It looks like Lord Ryan will be out. I'm going to have to do some research on some of these smaller stocks because Ryan is so good at it. I'm going to have to go ahead and try to fill in here. But we'll get it started. Looks like the market is coming down right now and coming down fast after the PPI release. And I'll give you guys those numbers right now. I'll just put it up at the bottom here. And it came in hot. It was supposed to come in at 0.2, came in at 0.4, showing us more and more. Everyone wants and hopes that inflation's coming down. It isn't. Let's just be clear about it. It is not coming down, and it's going to take a lot longer than most want. And so this shows me more and more that watch out today. I think that we're actually going to get hit hard today and versus tomorrow. Why? Because I feel like there's a lot of people that are leaning kind of bearish. And if we could get that downside action today, then going into tomorrow, it could be like too many people leaning on one side. And the next thing you know, we actually get like kind of a rally off of it. Why do I think this? I might just be crazy. There's no way of really kind of focusing. That's just the bias, right? Of course, we got to react to more when the market actually opens to see what happens. My focus on that would be if we crush through 357 out the gates. If that happens, then I'm going to be focused more on that bias that I expect a hard downside action. What would be a hard side down action for me? Well, that would be using the average true range. I can see that we're at about 10 points on the average true range right now. And so I could see us going down about 7-8 points, going towards the 350 mark. And that could even happen as soon as today, especially with a hot PPI number. We'll see what happens today. Of course, nobody knows, but maybe Zunaid got something for us. We'll go ahead and take a look.
Yeah, for me, it's let's go and take a look at SPY. That's where we'll start off. For me, the number is going to be 356, and that's simply because that's where we had the lows yesterday. You can see the double bottom situation that we tried to create. Obviously, there wasn't enough time to get a true double bottom, but it did bounce from the previous low during the day around that 356 level. So that's what I've got. And of course, I've got the pre-market high marked off here as well at around 362.21. So we'll see which way the market wants to go. Might be interesting to kind of wait for it to set up, and then we can see which way it wants to crack. I am going to go ahead and use the 5-minute chart here in this one. Trying to read some of these comments here. So that's what I've got. 361.21 to the high side, and then of course 356 to the downside. And the reason being is simply because those were the lows yesterday approximately. Let's take a look at the Qs. We can kind of use a similar principle, right? So you got the highs around 266, and then the lows in this one is a little different because you had a dip much lower. But again, I do want to go ahead and get the lowest point, so I can go ahead and mark off about 361. If you really wanted to, sure, you could try to scale in around the 261.50s if you wanted to play for a bounce. You can. In Tesla, I mean, I'm waiting for this $200 to come in if possible. Don't know if it'll be today. Don't know if it'll be this week or if we'll ever see it. But whenever it does happen, I would be interested. I'm going to mark the alert a little bit higher than that. But main thing for me is you can see till the end of day yesterday, Tesla was in this $10 range here, right? And then it finally went ahead and broke down below. Didn't quite bounce like the market did itself. Had a little bit of a struggle fest. So now for me, that's kind of the area to keep in mind will be around that 215. I'm going to mark it right here. So if it goes ahead and breaks 215, comes back to test it, I will go ahead and be interested in that one. Taking a look at ADTX, you can see that one's flying nice and high today. I'll go ahead and see if we can get some information as to why that might be. Give me one moment here while I log into some stuff. Looks like, and of course, thanks to the Benzinga Pro login here, it says 80TX or shares are trading higher after the company announces development and publication of a mathematical model for predicting longevity and variations of immune response to immunization to SARS-CoV-2 infection. So that's a lot of gibberish to me. I don't know what it means. I'm okay admitting that, but the market seems to like it. And you can see that news came out around 9:05. And so that's the move that we've got there. Keep this one on your radar. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly to see if there's anything interesting happening here. And oh my goodness, yeah, that's not going to do it. Let's go ahead and focus in a little bit more. So you can see oftentimes, right, you see a pop, drop, and then sometimes it'll go in, but then you see here pop and then just a straight drop. So it'll be interesting to see which way this one wants to go. But oftentimes you kind of see a pop and a drop, pop and a drop, pop, drop. Came in for the first time, it looks like. Pop, drop once again. Let's go ahead and set our levels here in the pre-market if we can. Go to the minutes since it just started happening here. I would say maybe, honestly, I don't even want to say 350 area because that doesn't look too promising. I just would not be surprised if this faded all day. But again, I don't know much about the news. I'm not going to pretend like I do. So there's that. Tesla, though, we already talked about it. 215 to the downside is what I'm looking at. By the way, you guys know that I like mess up my phrases and my numbers, right? Oftentimes when it's 215, I'll say 315 or whatever the case may be. I was broadcasting a 2K game yesterday, and the dude had the Bucks, which Brook Lopez plays on the Bucks. And Brook Lopez made like a really nice play. And instead of saying, oh, what a nice block by Brook Lopez, I swear to God, I went ahead and said, oh, what a nice block by George Lopez. It was one of the most embarrassing things that I've done, I think, on air. And that's just one of the embarrassing things that I did last night. I might have to make a highlight reel of a blooper reel, but it was a long night. But anyway, that's what I've got on Tesla. Moving on to Nvidia, similar to how I'm waiting for 200 on Tesla. I am going to go ahead and see if I can grab some. I'm just setting alerts. I'm putting it out in the universe. I'd love to go ahead and try to play Nvidia at $100. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, good thing I didn't say Jennifer Lopez. That would have been really bad. But that's what I've got on my levels. Remember, this one we played short yesterday, and it worked out really, really well for us. We took this one all the way. I got out around 114. I didn't get a chance to. I mean, I had the chance. I just didn't. Played all the way to 113. I was already out at 114 because we took it short at around 115. SARS-CoV-2 equals COVID-19. I appreciate that, Hex Pony, if that's the case. But again, I don't know how much the world cares about COVID anymore. Right? Maybe that's why it keeps fading away. I'm not sure, but that's how I see life, if you will. Let me go ahead and check something out here. What is this? Reading something here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if it has anything good for us. What's Pineapple Energy? I don't know. Anyway, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Amazon. This one, man, we've been trying. So this one, we worked out the 112 level, right? Remember, we made money on this one, but dude, I got chopped up here yesterday on Amazon with that 112 level. I thought it just wasn't as strong as I thought. I got, chopped up and screwed on that. So let's go to the 10-minute and see what we can go ahead and find. Maybe some new levels for us to play Amazon on. Let me go ahead and delete that there. Move this over here. Yeah, that 112 is just nowhere near as strong as I thought it would be. I'm just going to delete it. Boop. There you go. That one's done. We'll see what happens with Amazon. I don't have the best read on it. Here's the 115. So this is me rambling now because obviously Ryan's not here, so we have a little bit more time. That's what Peggy is. Oh, well, there's a move. That's what I was looking at to see why the move was happening in that. Thank you for that call out. So you can see a move in Peggy. This one had a tough time breaking through 4. And then once it finally did, I mean, it was just bombs away here. Oh, that's a beautiful move to the upside there. I believe, yeah, I know, right? I got my little sound effects. What can I say? But I believe it's because you had Hercules Capital file some type of SEC, something like that. Again, I'm looking at the charts. I haven't really read the filing, but we can take a look at it here. Matter of fact, we might have some time. Peggy, let's see what we got. Pineapple Energy. What a name. Looks like looks like a Form SE13G was filed. I'm just reading through this. Common stock 5 cents per share. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, you know what? Here, let me see if I can somehow tweet this out. Well, let me tweet that out. But okay. Anyway, it looks like some company went ahead and took some stake or added some stake in Peggy. So take a look at that one there. If you guys want, you can check that out on Benzinga Pro. That's what I was looking at. But I'll be honest, I don't know how to read these SEC forms. It says this. It says 5 cents per share. But I'm like, bro, it's trading at $6. This is why I just trade the charts. I leave the fundamentals to Mitch and other guys and gals that understand it. But 620 though seems to be resistance at the moment. So if you're trying to play Peggy, it's got to get through 620. She's trying to squeeze. I've been trying to get her to squeeze. It just hasn't happened yet. But 620 is the air to keep an eye on Peggy. This is why you don't leave me alone on air. I mean, I'm easily going to get canceled here today. Let's go ahead and check out Google. We've been having a lot of fun with the $100 rejection, shorting it, but unfortunately it hasn't quite gotten up there for me to short it once again. You can see I've got an alert there already, but what we do see is that they have support on Google around this 96.33 area. So if this one cracks, I do believe we'll get 95 before a possible bounce. Is what I'm thinking here on Google. But again, if it gets to that $100, I want to go ahead and reject it. And going back to the whole numbers, I think this was what I was talking about on Amazon before I got distracted. I went ahead and shorted. I went short Amazon at 115 with a stop loss of 115.50. And you can see it stopped right at 150.50. But I was so heavy into the position that I got out around 150.40 because I was like, oh my God, like I don't want to lose another $300, whatever. And it just rejected from there. Like I got to work on my patience. I'm off my game. I need to get back and just, set levels and just like go do jumping jacks. And maybe it'll work out in my favor a little bit more because I had the right read. Obviously, it just didn't work out. But that's the level for me to keep an eye on. Again, it's going to be that 115.50 level on Amazon if the stock comes right back up. But if it doesn't, I'll be looking to kind of short it. I kind of want to short it at the crack of 112 or at the crack of 115.50, to be honest. But maybe that's the level I keep an eye on. I don't know. I'm not going to put anything there because I'm going to be biased. And I'm going to want to get myself in trouble just for the sake of a trade. So I'm not going to go ahead and do appreciate you answering that question, Richard, in the chat, helping us out. Rivian, we wanted to short this one 2 days ago. It worked out. Thankfully, we didn't play it yesterday. I don't really care for this one. I'm going to send it off of my list. Netflix, another stock. I already got an alert there to play it at 200, but you can see a little bit of support happening here. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Maybe Netflix goes ahead and cracks below 212.50, then comes back to test this area of about 314 or so. And that way, once it rejects, maybe it comes to the downside. I just realized there's a vacuum. Okay, that's branding right there for me. So if any vacuum companies like Hoover want to sponsor me, let me know. AMV, I'm not familiar with this stock. I think we had it because it was like a high mover, but it keeps fading away. So I'm not going to play that one. I am going to put Peggy here, though, because I'm interested to see what happens around that 620 level. Looks like it kind of sneaked above, but it obviously got rejected and sold off by 10 cents. I don't know if that's a sell-off, but that's what I'm going to call it. I don't care. Here is the pre-market low on a couple of days ago, bouncing from that 139 level here in the pre-market as well. But of course, we know Apple has traded a bit lower to the downside around this 138.22. So let's just kind of mark that area there. To the downside, we've got about 10 minutes left to go. mRNA is ripping. Let's go ahead and check out mRNA. Yes, it is. And let's see if we can find out the reason for mRNA. Looks like it got a mRNA gets a buy from Brooklyn Capital Markets. And then it looks like it's also the announced Merck exercised its option to jointly develop and commercialize personalized cancer vaccine mRNA 4157-V940, prudent to terms of its existing collaboration and licensing agreement. No idea. But if it's MRK, that's what? I think that's MRK. Are they talking about MRK? I don't know if they're talking about MRK or not. But anyway, there's a pop in Moderna. I'm just curious. How did it react around the $100 level? I just want to know for my own knowledge. Did it ever even get there? Okay, well, it looks like back in last year, around that $100 level, it kind of bounced. It didn't get all the way there. I think missed it by about $2.41, but it's been holding on to that 215. That's a nice little support there. You can see coming back. And we'll call it about right there. We'll call it 215. Support there, support there, support there. Obviously got the pop, so we're about $20 away or so from that. Let's see what Peggy's doing. Peggy to the upside. Nope, Peggy's still at about 613, 615, 616. Is it going to keep going? Are you going to keep going? Nope, 615. Let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX is over 30, and it's highlighted for some reason. I'm not quite sure why I highlighted it. Maybe because of the range it's in. I think that's what it was. I think I was drawing the range that the VIX has been in. Yeah, it's the range that the VIX has been in for the year, right? Kind of upside, downside, upside, downside, upside, downside. So we've still got a little bit of ways to go to get to that top of the range around the 40, and then we'll see if it wants to reject off of that and come on back down or not. But I should start paying attention to the VIX a little bit more. I mainly just pay attention to the SPY and other markets, but I'm sure if I paid attention to the VIX, I could see the rejection, especially if SPY's around the bottom of the charts and at support. Would be good to go ahead and go long. And Mitch, now that you're back, let me know if you've got any stocks. You got 7 minutes.
Let's do it. Let's talk about the market. Sorry about that, guys. Have a little family over. There's not many times I take a couple seconds, but just wanted to give them good morning. But let's get into the market action out there. The SPY battling right now. That's what I'm watching at. I mean, let's just be honest. If we could talk about this stock, that stock, more than likely it's correlated with the market. And if the market gets tanked today, well, we know which way we'll be trading. But right now, stocks that I think are important, right, for the move. Microsoft, I've been talking about this since what? Since Monday, right? That this was a good stock to short. It was breaking down a major level. Well, look how Microsoft has gone since then. It had a red day on Monday, red day Tuesday. Will we break through the 225.50 today? We're right now already through that level at 224.90. We could break through yesterday's low of 224.11. That's another sign that I think that the market's weakening. Look at this trend that Microsoft broke. It was years that this had been holding and now has broken down. This shows us how bad the markets truly are. When you're seeing year types of trend, when they break, those are usually really negative signs in technicals. So let's go to Google chart. Doesn't get much better here. It's holding on by a thread, but if it gets through this level, next level down could be through towards 90, then 80s. And this also broke a huge long-term trend, but this was kind of more of since the pandemic, right? It wasn't like kind of the other chart where it was like multiple years. But one thing that is clear, look how it held the resistance over here. It definitely held resistance right above here. And from those levels, you have seen it. It's just getting hit, and it holds resistance. Every time it pops up, getting hit again. I think you eventually see Google through this kind of low that we got from September 30th, 96.03, another level to watch. Apple, important one, 138.25. If that goes, then we got to be careful. They came for the generals. The generals were Apple and Tesla. Well, look where Tesla's gone in the last couple of weeks. These are why I think that we could still be on a downtrend. We're going to get some pops from time to time. But we got to be playing it like the way I've been thinking about it. And I heard Joel use this mention, and we're renting stocks. We ain't buying them. We're just renting them, and we're going to sell them back. It's kind of like a little Airbnb investment. We're just trying to make some money and get the hell out. That's the type of market that we're in. And it seems like reversals seem to make sense. So who knows? Tesla has been on such a negative trend. Eventually, it's going to get a ripping rally back to the upside. Could be today, but the market's going to tell us that. Let's focus on the market. Let's see what happens here. Nvidia is another example of what will happen in technology. If you keep seeing Nvidia go lower, well, then there you got, you'll have your news. AMD, a lot of lows to the left-hand side. Tuesday, 56. Monday, 56.30. Will we get through 56 today? That's what I'm looking at. If you want to look at some upside, I was looking at XOM yesterday. I made a nice play on this and got out. And it looked like I got out a little earlier. I got out to the 98s versus the 99s. But look how quickly it turned around. And so we'll see what happens today. Does it hold 97 and come back up through the 98? I'll be watching some oil plays there. And now I'll kind of throw it to you guys. I have a lot of news that I can always get through, but I don't think you guys focus too much on catalyst. If there's any catalyst or a stock that you guys want to talk about, of course, mention it. And I'll get through either headlines that are there or give a look on the charts. And today's going to be one of those days where I'm just kind of in wait and see mode. One of the interesting ones is Fisker because they're releasing their vehicles. At least the first ones are supposed to get released on October 31st and start getting sent. There's going to be some first editions to come out. Will this ever come back? I mean, this is at $6.75. It's through a 52-week low. Doesn't mean that I want Fisker now, but I'm just keeping an eye on it. I think eventually it gets a pop.
Well, if you got any news for stocks that could be in play today, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, Moderna here, Mike. I got you. That's what I wanted to kind of do because I mean I can go through a million stocks, but
yeah,
if you
we
guys
talked
have
about
specific
Moderna with the Merck, but tell us what your insights is on that.
Yeah. So pretty much it's a deal between two of the leaders. So when you're getting leaders to deal with each other, that's a really good sign because what they're pretty much going to do, they're going to share some of their secret sauce, right? They're going to be like, all right, well, we want to kill it in this direction. And this is for a cancer vaccine. And so they're going to work and use both of their technology here to come together in one kind of force. I think this is a good move here for Moderna to watch today. Now, of course, it's already ran way too far. We need a pullback. I'd be looking for pullbacks below 130 going towards 125, somewhere in between there. We can use a retracement tool, right? Just draw the recent move, looking for a 50%. Where does the 50% go to? 129.59. So that's going to be the level that I'll hang on to. The low right here, 129.40. I'll go ahead and I'll put a line there and I'll be looking for pullbacks there for an opportunity of a buy. But you could also look at Merck. Merck is actually at the higher end of the daily chart and really looking good, like it wants to break out again. Couple of highs to watch. Look for Monday's high first, 91.59. Once we get through there, we're going to attack this 91.98. But right now, it's right off of that. And if you look in the pre-market, you got some resistance right above. I'd look for an attack to an hourly low and then a move back up. I always love my red to green moves. So move back towards 91. Then watching that 91 recover and going back up through 91.76. We'll see what happens. Merck, what's the next one we got in the chat? What do we got out there? Airlines looking bearish, especially DAL. Well, their earnings are coming up, right? But I will say that American Airlines earnings were pretty decent. So they kind of pre-announced and tried to jump the boat because I feel like maybe they think Delta's numbers are going to be bad. And they were like, man, we need a little pop before Delta's numbers come in. But really, nobody knows, really, right? Now, one thing I do agree with you. These airlines don't look good. They've been on a straight down tear. And so what's the level to watch? Well, we'll look to the left. There's a lot of lows around here. Let's go towards one of these wicks where one of the bodies is really close to. And so right here, you can see that body low right here. And then this low, which is 28.34. Let's look right where we're at. Look at that. We're right near that. 28.46. We're at 28.50s. Look for maybe a little bit of a bounce there and then not coming back above 28.79. If it flushes through there, I would look for a VWAP fade type of play. And this is in play today. I don't think this is a bad play outlook, bearish outlook. The only thing that might hurt this is that oil is down today, and oil being down usually helps some of the airlines. So just be careful there. We'll see what happens. Maybe it gets hit before the earnings. Of course, earnings will be tomorrow after the bell.
All right, here we go. I'm a short Coinbase right off the open. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get coverings around the 69.10 area, but I am short Coinbase, small size, because I'm going to give it $2 of wiggle room. Looks like we've got things moving here already in the markets.
I'll take a second. I agree with you, Dylan. He deserves some recognition. Appreciate you holding it down, Zunaid.
Sorry,
holding it down.
What happened?
Some solo dolo run. He said you crushed by yourself, man. That's what I like to hear.
We all do it. You've done it plenty of times when I've been out, for sure. No question about it. Here we go. You got Tesla moving to the downside. Let me go and check in on my Coinbase trade. It's still holding on to break even for me. Again, I'm short Coinbase right at 69.93. I'm looking to take some profits around 69.50s, and then I'm going to try to look to take some around 69.05s. Tesla is trying to go to the downside. You can see it's already broken the lows of yesterday. So that's already moving to the downside there. Sorry, I already had a trade on, but it's a quick scalp, so I'm not going to call that one out. Lots of hot movement here right out the open. Now, remember we talked about Tesla coming down and possibly coming to test that 215 area. See, I do it again. I do it all the time. There's an alert for me letting me know that Tesla's gone ahead and crossed the below. But yes, of course, I wanted to know when it crosses it up to the upside here. So that's what I've got. Let's go back to Coinbase. Going to take some profits here at 69.50 on Coinbase. So that's a nice little move. Now it's coming down to 69.35. So again, I've got my next take profits here at 69.05. If it can get that low, main reason I wanted to take it short at 70 is because you can see here at 70 bucks, that's where it kind of held support once, twice, finally cracked it. And obviously we got the bounce, but this time I'm hoping for it to go ahead and stay below, especially because you got the previous close at 70.16 there as well. You've got the bid at 69.22 on Coinbase. Again, looking to take profits around 69.05. And there's the crack on Coinbase going down. Crack 69, and we are out of three-fourths of our size on Coinbase. And now the rest, we just let it ride.
All right, I'm getting short here on PLD. This is a real estate play. Real estate was leading yesterday, so looking to start getting short here. Just got first entry in. Going to go ahead and add right now at 111s. Risk now is towards 137. So let's see if it rejects here and comes back below the VWAP. This is kind of a VWAP fade attempt here. We'll see if it works.
All right, Coinbase coming back up. And of course, Tesla still to the downside there around 212.75. Hasn't quite found any support here in the first 3 minutes of the market. You've got about 356 approaching in the SPY. Keep in mind, this is around the area where the SPY bounced yesterday, with the low being around 355.70. So we're approximately a point off of that. And there's Coinbase. This is why you got to set your limit orders and why you got to take your profits in the markets as Coinbase is popping up a little bit here. Coinbase, I think, will be my main short here today. And of course, I believe we got the Fed minutes at around 2 o'clock. So keep an eye on that one.
That's correct. SPY down through the 357. We talked about this. It's already at 356. So it looks like we're getting that red day. Let's take a look at the generals. Microsoft down. Apple down through that 138, hitting hard. Tesla down to 212s. Tesla not looking good right now.
All right. If Tesla wants to come back up and approach the 215 area, I'd be interested in taking that one short for some size. And look at Coinbase approaching right back up. If it wants to try that one more time, we'll go ahead and do it one more time. 69.95 is where I'm looking to go short Coinbase. I've already got the limit order out there. The ask is currently at 69.81. Of course, we need the bid to fill us. And there it is. I got my fill at 69.95 on Coinbase. Let's see if we can do this one more time. Let me see if I can get some options on this puppy here as well, but I don't want to overextend myself a little too much. And there is Tesla coming right back up. If it kind of approaches, let me see if I want to be ballsy on this one. Where is Tesla? Where is Tesla? All right, Tesla. We're going to try to go short on Tesla here. I'll tell you my fill. Come on, Tesla. Come on. What's my fill here? Oh, I got a terrible fill. Jesus. 214.68 is my fill. That's very bad. I was hoping to get 215s on that one, but that's all right. Whatever. We'll deal with it.
I think it's squeezed out PLD.
First covering for me will be around 214 on Tesla. Now it's approaching up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and short some more here. If it goes ahead and cracks 217, I'll be out. I've got my order out there at 217.20 to go ahead and get out of Tesla. If it does go ahead and come back to the upside and breaks the green to red, as it's looking to do right there for a moment. And Coinbase is now coming right back up, and that pops above by 50
bouncing
cents.
strong. SPY bouncing strong. First 5-minute candle recovered at 357. We bounced right off of that level. 356.06 coming back.
There's Coinbase trying to break above. We're going to give it a little bit of wiggle room here. As Tesla, where average short on Tesla is 215.33 is my average price on Tesla. You know what? Since it broke the red to green, I'm going to go ahead and get out of Coinbase here. Give me a sec. Let me put my orders in. All right, I'm out of Coinbase here. Out at 70.57. The first move, we had a point profit. This one, we took a 60-cent loss. I'm out on Coinbase. And we're currently in the red on our Tesla short.
Market bouncing, that's what it was.
Yeah, look at SPY bouncing from that 356 level. Just a nice little ripper. That to me says, hey, this is how strong that level is, which means if we break it, that's how we can get a big old flush in the markets if that ends up happening. Keeping an eye on Coinbase in case it decides to go ahead and dip below 70. And of course, we got our short here on Tesla as well. Started off green. Now we will give our profits back if this Tesla trade gets stopped out.
All right, I like that DAL, but I'm looking for the SPY to turn around. It's too strong right now for me to get short on DAL, but yeah, it's bouncing right now. SPY still strong here. Looking to see if we're going to get a turnaround.
Come on, SPY.
Technology into the green here. Cyclicals into the green and defensives, but they're just slightly into the green. 0.15% from the open. What's doing well? Of course, Pepsi had earnings today, so you're seeing Coke up. You're seeing KDP right at the VWAP. That one actually looks interesting for me.
There's a pop on Tesla. Got me out. I covered at, what's this say? What's my notification say? 217.20 was my out on Tesla. 1 green, 2 red to start the day in the first 7 minutes. Just the way I like it. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and be patient. The only area that I want to go ahead and short Coinbase would be around 72 bucks. I'm going to set an alert there on Coinbase. It's short at 72. And I'm going to wait for it to crack below 70 on the 5-minute candle.
Long KDP. So Keurig Dr. Pepper here. Got 37.73 off the VWAP. Looking for it to get back up. Saw Coke up big, making big moves up. Pepsi making big move up. Came back at the open. Now pushing up. I'm taking KDP. Looking for a push back towards 37.85s, 37.95s, getting up there towards 38. We'll see if we get the lift.
HKD, huh? Don't tempt me with a good time. Oh, the degenerate in me wants to take it. Let me see if I can. Let me see what I want to do with this.
All right, I'm going to catch some chat comments out there. N-Phase moving up, says Easy Mike. I am Wissing. You just heard that HKD shot out there. What else is being called out? Quantum saying Lizar going strong. So LAZR going strong. Keep it going, team. We're all here for each other. Let's get after it.
Let's see. Now for SPY, kind of between that range that we talked about, the 361.21 and the 356 as well. Coinbase is above $1 from the open. Not seeing anything interesting in terms of flow just yet. Yeah, these are all just kind of whatever. Let's see what we got here. Now that one's moving up.
SPY still holding right now. We'll see if it reverses, come back to VWAP. How's the oil trade going? It's holding right now.
Oh. Yeah, Devin, for me, if it goes ahead and cracks this 215, I'd be interested in going short on Tesla. And on Coinbase, I'm waiting for a pop to about the above 71.50s to enjoy the move on that one. I'm glad we went ahead and at least made some money on Coinbase as it dipped below. You've got Moderna here moving as well. Finger coming up.
Devin, killing it. Love it. Love to hear it, Devin. Keep getting it.
There's Tesla coming down just a little bit. If you want to try to play finger here, I would say the closer you get it to $8, the better off you'll be. Risk off for me would be below 780s on FNGR.
Show it the finger.
I mean, I'm not. It might show me the figure if I try to get in the trade, so I'm going to stay away from it just here. But again, waiting for the crack below 215 on Tesla. Looked like Tesla just wanted to stop me out and then come back a little bit.
SPY back to VWAP, just to kind of give you that perspective.
XOM
trying to get through the 98s here. Let's see if it does get through 98s. Rejecting there.
HKD is unhalted, trading at about $50.
HKD, what a monster that thing is.
If you like Tesla to the long side, You could play it off a VWAP here with a stop loss below 215. So you're risking about $1.50 on that trade.
Yo, the spread on HKD is about $2 wide.
Wait, no way. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
about
dude.
$1.50 here.
Yeah, that's a little bit wide for me.
Yeah, that's a no for me, dog.
That is as wide as it gets. Look at
Here's
that.
Tesla testing.
51 by 49. Almost.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I see that.
That's wild, dude.
You've got a Tesla here at the 215 level. Let's see if it goes ahead and bounces off from that, or if it goes ahead and cracks it. If it cracks it and closes this 5-minute candle below, I will be short Tesla and give it a little bit of wiggle room. So I'll take smaller shares. I'm also keeping an eye on Coinbase, as that 70 that was resistance is now acting as support on this 5-minute candle and the 15 minutes into the market, currently trading at 70.69. Waiting for that 70 to crack on a 5-minute candle close. Looking to go short there if I can.
Yeah, nice little push there, XPEV. SPY holding here. Let's see if it takes out the high here. 359 run if you want to see it, if you're a bull out there on the SPY. You want to see it close now, let's say on a 3 or 5-minute candle through that 359. That'll be a good outlook there going towards the 359.25s. SPY is still in the green right now, starting to push, trying to get back there.
I like it. I like the fact that Coinbase bounced off of the 70 level. Same exact theory as Tesla. To me, or SPY earlier, it means that level is strong and that I'm right about it. And if it cracks in the 5-minute candle to the downside, I would be interested in that short, as I mentioned earlier, as HKD is now trading at $52. Spread is still about $1 wide, 52 to 51 on the bid. As SPY is about half a point away from highs.
Yeah, it just did that 5-minute test towards 359. And what does it do? It just halts right there. Look for that 5-minute to actually close above that 359 if you're looking on a 5-minute time frame. KDP now finally giving me a little bit of a lift. Now I want to see it hold VWAP. It's towards 74. Let's see it really start pushing. If not, I'll get out here. Tesla heading down there. What happens with Tesla? It's fighting right now to hold on.
Got about a minute in this 5-minute candle.
I don't like that KDP rejection here. Going to hold towards the 37.65. So I have an 8-cent risk on KDP. It's a really small risk there. Trying to keep it small early in the game, and then I'm going to try to size up later in the day. We'll only take some shots today. SPY coming back towards that 5-minute. It still hasn't closed there. Now it's closing up through the high there. Got about 20 seconds on this candle, and it's pushing. SPY pushing there. I like the Tesla move towards the upside, actually. Tesla looking interesting there. Of course, it could squeeze here. You got to play it off the 215 right now. So you got to be willing to probably bet about a point.
All right, let's go ahead and risk it for the biscuit, as you've got Coinbase. I'm going to start a half position here. I'm going short. Coinbase again at 71.67. Stop loss will be 72.25. 72.25 is my stop loss on Coinbase. Come on down, Coinbase, will you?
LICY, LICY, and SLI green, says Sabrina. We're seeing some calls for Norwegian and Carnival Cruise short by Raymond. Patrick is looking at IMUX. See what happens out there.
Perfect. Here's a Coinbase coming down. Going to go ahead and cover some at 71.35. 71.35. Covered about half my size here. Looking to get about 71.05 on the next one.
Tesla pulled right back to the VWAP there. Turned around from the 2680s. It does not want to really get that drive right now. SPY turning around also there.
71.05 on Coinbase has been achieved. Here we go to the downside. Next move for me is going to be about 70.55. 70.55 is the next one. Come on. Come on. Give it to me.
All right, now it can't break that 37.66 for me on KDP. Rule of 3 playing in here. Now I need to see it get through 37.75. If it doesn't close above that, we'll probably just get out on the time based of the pattern here, just following it. If not, we probably get a reversal here. Let's see what happens. SPY coming down fast, trying to come to VWAP. We'll see if it holds at that VWAP.
We're still waiting for our 70.56s to go ahead and get filled on the bid here on the short on Coinbase. We've already taken 2 beautiful profits and just got filled. 70.56 has been covered on Coinbase. And now we kind of just let it ride. Now we be greedy with it. I'd love to see a break of 70 if we can get it, especially if the SPY goes ahead and breaks below VWAP. We should be good to go. But that's 3 trade on Coinbase. One of them loss, one of them profit. And the other one was just a beautiful, beautiful short from the 71. What did I get filled on my short? 71.76 was my short. And so we had risked about, what, 50 cents? And we got like a point on this move at the very least, if not a little bit more.
I don't like this KDP. It just won't go here. And when it won't go, that means I got to go. I'm out there. Really, really small loss there. Not going to battle here. I tried to give it a chance for the 37.75. Was not doing it. And the SPY coming back down fast there. So not going to go ahead and fight there. Going to turn around and get out. Get out for a very tiny loss here. We'll see what happens.
On my scanners, I'm seeing a lot more 52-week lows than I'm seeing 52-week highs. But none of the stocks I recognize. And there's Tesla well below 214. Excuse me, 215 trading at 214. But that 5-minute candle needs to close, and maybe the 215 needs to test for me to try to take a short in Tesla. But for now, Coinbase is the main short that we've got on the day. And again, I hope you understand. We'll explain why I took the short on Coinbase later on when things slow down. But main thing here, you can see pre-market high 52. That's what I wanted to go ahead and risk it off of, and it worked out so far. We got ourselves a point. You got Coinbase trading at 70.50 on the bid. My next target is kind of letting it ride. There's no next target for me, but if you wanted to have a next target, I'd say 70.16 could be one. Matter of fact, I'll just put 1 share covering there just to see if it ends up going. Short
Delta here. We talked about that. It looked like a good opportunity. I want to see it get hit here now. Not back through the 29. If it goes back through the 29, we got to be careful. I'm going to try to keep it tight here.
All right, there's Delta for you on the right-hand side. Coinbase.
Delta. Letting things settle, says the Crow. That might be a good thing, right? Sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
Jay Wild says, nice trade, Zunaid.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I can't remember who I was talking to about China retaliation coming. I see it too, Crassy. I see it. I want to see the SPY just bam right back to 357. Let's see what happens here. Saved myself some cents there on KDP. Got out there before the turn of the pattern. Can just feel it. Sometimes I get this little ticking time bomb. The rule of 3 comes into play. You try to see that reversal sign. It comes in. It's about to break out to the upside. If it doesn't do it, well, I'm not going to fight the tape. I'm out.
You've got Tesla closing the 5-minute candle below 315, but it's 2 below, so I'm not going to trade it here. But I am going to look to go ahead and go short. Very, very small size. I'm literally taking 5% of my normal size to go ahead and short Tesla at 214.95 if it wants to come up there. No clue if it will or not, but now you've got Coinbase cracking some more to the downside. 70.21. Again, I've got that 1 share cover just to see if it does end up getting filled because I want my main cover of the remaining shares to be well below 70, maybe even low of day because I'm that greedy. But just for you guys in the chat, I'll see if that one gets covered. And nope, bounces right back up. 70.50 on the ask.
SPY is battling here, trying to get back. What's going to happen? I think this we're getting towards that 950 time, right? Will we get a reversal right back down, or will it hold the move today? Let's find out.
Reading The Art of War as we speak. All right, here's Tesla about 50 cents away from going short. Again, very, very small size. Yeah, you've got Peggy that's actually kind of bouncing from that $6 level. Let's see what it does around VWAP of around 650 or so. My chart's a little small here, so I can't see exactly where it's at, but and see, this is why I didn't want to go short Tesla that much below 215 because it wants to come back up. And if it does, cool, give me a better price. Want to make sure I practice a best risk reward like we did on that Coinbase trade. Remember on that Coinbase trade, the first short, we went ahead and won $1. On the second one, we gave up 60 cents. On the third one, we got about 1.5 points.
Will the SPY go red here? Keeping a watch. It's holding right now.
What is the other level that we have? Yep.
It's right in the middle there. Yesterday, we did get a potentially reversal sign, but if we can flush through there, it'd be a little bit concerning. Was yesterday red? Yeah, it was red. Red by 6 cents. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days in a row. Just to keep that in mind, right?
Sound like my portfolio for the month of October.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. SPY trying to hold here. Trying to get back through the 359. Rejected that move right now. Went to 358.95.
KB asks, what time frame do I use in the pre-market? To be honest, I mean, maybe the 5 minute, the 10 minute. I just look at the highs and the lows.
Yeah,
and
5 and 10.
Market opens, I'll take a look at the 1, the 5, the 10.
Yeah, Zunaid's really good on the 5 and 10s. You'll see it.
Appreciate
and sometimes you got to find where your edge is, right? And find what chart works for you. And the only way you're going to know that is by trading and testing different charts, or maybe using multiple charts on one stock. We don't do that here for you guys too often, but that's how when I really have usually in my trading setup, I'm usually have a stock on a 5, a 15, an hour, and a day. I'll have 4 charts and I'll be watching different levels.
I know I've got a lot of stuff on my chart here, but you can see how strong that 70 has been. Cracked above as resistance, support held, support held, support held. And now it's looking to peak below. And let me go ahead and put this back on the 10 minutes. We can go back to the 4 chart. There's SPY. There is Coinbase to the downside. Let's go. So, of course, you know that fill already came through on that 70-18 on Coinbase. But we want more because we are greedy, and I'm okay with that. And let's see what this one ends up being on the 5-minute candle. Let's see. Now, what I'm hoping for is obviously one, just flush it to the 69s. Or if you want, come on back and let's go ahead and get some more short on Coinbase if we can. Should I do that? Should I be greedy? Should I be greedy? This trade has already given us 3% short. I mean, this has been beautiful on Coinbase.
Love it. Love it.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Wiggle up, wiggle down. Do the wiggle. Chris said SPY is about to die.
All right, we just went ahead and took some more short at 69.95, but of course with lower size, because I already made a lot of money on it. I'm just hoping that 70 retest is going to be a negative and that we're just going to go ahead and come on back to the downside, especially with the SPY below VWAP. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just giving myself the best risk reward. I'm going to risk about $1 though, because if Coinbase does get over 71, I'm out. Matter of fact, if you want to play conservative, if it gets over 70.50, you can go ahead and get an out as well. But first for me, I'm going to go be 69.55 is where I'm going to look to cover some here. The limit order is already out there because I know Coinbase can get a little spready. Are you short or long, Delta?
Short.
Oh, perfect. That one's coming down below VWAP. Market's trying to figure out its life around VWAP.
Yeah.
And there's Peggy over $7, just like that. What a move. Look at that $6 hold. And just to the upside goes Peggy. As that one's going to get halted at 7-11. Get yourself a Slurpee.
Not breaking the 78, 28.78. There's some support there, and there's the VWAP right underneath. Let's see what happens here. I want to see it crack through there.
Come on, Coinbase. Just you tested it. You already
Doesn't
tested it.
wanna go.
Well, you've got SPY above VWAP, so that's not going to help our short.
Not gonna help it.
Here we go.
What are you doing, Spy?
Yep, Peggy halted to the upside at 711.
That BWAP held a little too well there. Not a good sign.
I got to sneeze. Hold on.
Sniffles.
All right, I'm good. All right, where's Zoltan at? There he is.
Ooh, not a good candle put in there for me.
You missed it. I thought you were waiting for sixes. You got sixes. It dipped below 6.
What happened?
The crow went ahead and said he missed Peggy. I believe that's what he's talking about. No, I think maybe it's my HPCO.
Peggy.
I thought he brought up Peggy earlier. Yeah, he said adding Peggy under 6. I don't know how much under he was waiting, but he got it under 6 by about 5 cents. All right, look, so now let's go to the 1 minute here. I'm going to go and expand this on the 1 minute. So to me, you guys know I already had the level at $70 in the previous close, right? It was testing, broke it, support, broke it. Now it's kind of doing a retest. I don't want this one to crack above, which only means that it's going to crack above. There you go, buddy. Way to go to the upside. But I'm hoping that this retest is going to fail and that we can continue making our way to the downside.
Not getting the continuation through. Might just run to the profits here. It's battling. It's taking too long.
Yeah, you talked about that, Virgo. Nice trade. Hope you made some profits on that one. Oh, shit.
Just sticking to it right now. I'm using kind of a bar chart. If you guys have never used a bar chart, have you ever thought about it? Take a look into them. I know that everyone uses candles, but I'll tell you what, I might actually start trying to switch more to bar charts to help you not so, I think, be emotional and just look at what was the open, what was the low, what was the close. And so a lot of times that's going to help you be less emotional. So I'm just using that. I'll show you what that looks like for like DAL. Look at the two difference. Look at the candle version. Look at the bar chart version. I'm starting to like this more than I like this.
I know my Coinbase is going up, but I'm just in a quick little trade here for a scalp. So give me a second.
Ooh, yeah, I'm about to get out of this one. I'm out.
All right, Coinbase moving up. If it goes in and cracks this one, yep, it's going to. Let's go ahead and get out of Coinbase.
What a reversal type of day.
All right, covered at 70.55. Gave it 50 cents. I was wrong. I got out.
I got out of DAL also.
Now, can this one easily come down below 70? Yes, but that's where I'm okay re-entering. I have no problem doing that.
Sply, trying to play games. Let's see if it gets through the 359. Yeah, I like that. The one candle, candles with one color, and just trying to focus in on that. I've done that before.
Spy's making a nice little move to the upside. Let's go ahead and hide this. Let's see. Well, your delta is moving up. Peggy is still unhalted. Let's check out Tesla and see where that one's at.
I actually like the risk here off of 214. I'll take a shot here. Off 214s. I'm on it long. 214. What we got? 38s. Just want to see it kind of hold here. It's testing right now. There's a lot of wicks here. Let's see right here if it holds. Man, they can't catch a break today.
Yeah, let's see if that SPY
gets stopped out.
Moves to the downside. Kind of interested in adding to my short. Keep in mind, we still have about 10 to 15% of our short from 71, 76s on the Coinbase, but I'm looking to be greedy, but it just can't quite break. You know what? I'm just going to be patient. Let me just be patient.
He recovered, but man, so many wicks.
You can see the market's kind of moving up, but Tesla's having a tough time, so it's definitely weaker.
Yeah, it's definitely weaker.
I still have my short ready out there at 214.95. It just hasn't given me the fill that I want. Delta now at high a day. Tesla moving to the downside.
Can't catch a break right now. Every move I go with the breakouts, and I'm just getting caught every time on the breakouts right now.
They're watching the show. They're trying to screw you on purpose. Don't take it personal. I guess that is personal.
How it goes. The account will take it personal. How's that?
There you go.
Look at it recovers too. So it's trying to recover also. So it's just tough. A lot of wicks. Wicks are tricks. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Wait for Coinbase to close below 70 once again. SPY's looking to make the highs and break the 360 area. I'm interested to go short on SPY around 361.21. No idea if we'll get that opportunity or not.
All right, too much. I can't hang on to this. I cut it. It just was like, it has gone way lower than this before. And I just got the bounce back towards where it was like 214. And I was like, nah, I can't do it anymore. I just cut it. It's too much volatility there. And I don't feel like we're risking another point down. Rather stay
Nobody's
small,
invested in DocuSign as that one's making 52-week lows.
Not a bueno month for me so far. Was doing decent last week. Not good this week.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
Regroup.
That's just how it goes.
I'm going to go to $3 since you're out of Delta. Let's go Tesla, SPY, Coin. Perfect.
SPY.
Come on, Coinbase.
SPY holding the pullback. Still in a bullish look right now. Apple into the green. Microsoft at VWAP. Google a little bit stronger. How's Meta doing today? I know they released their goggles yesterday. What do you think about goggles, Zunaid?
You ain't gonna look. You're not gonna catch me looking that dumb.
I wonder what your thoughts were on them.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm sure they're nice and cool. I just, it's not my thing. Especially because I know if I try to play a tennis game, I'll be out there hitting walls and shit. I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, I end up breaking my hand and stuff. Like, yo, you were playing video games. You broke your arm, bro? Like, come on. I'm watching Meta right now.
I almost went pro in VR, but tore my ACL. Come on, man.
Too bad you don't get paid for ACL surgery type of money. Meta trying to take new lows now. Man, there's there ain't crap there right now for me. Is like setting up and following patterns. So I think I'm done for the day, at least for right now. Into the SPY, maybe kind of cracks 357 or something. Something extreme would have to happen.
Call it a day. Let's end the stream.
Right? Let's do it. We're ending. Goodbye. Oh, no, just playing, guys. Come on. We're here for you guys now.
Z, your health insurance will cover that? Bro, I don't even want to talk about how much I pay for health insurance. I actually don't even know if it's more than the average American, but whatever.
Oh, man.
All right, this Coinbase, waiting for this 5-minute candle to close below the 70 if it can, because I'm not going to get in, and then it wicks, and then nope. You're not going to get me, baby. You're not going to get me, baby. Just front load HKD. All right, bro. As it makes new lows. Look for it to bounce around 51.16. 41.15. Good God, this dyslexia kills me. All right, there is a SPY. Looking to go green to red as Coinbase moves to the downside. Let's go. I wish I had the same amount of shares that I did, but unfortunately I got stopped out. But we're still rocking with the 71.76 average on Coinbase. Go. To the downside. Where's that? Let's go ahead and short it here a little bit. I'm okay with that price.
Execute Order 66.
ES equals S&P. Yeah. Got that, Richard. Appreciate that. Well, let's see. Well, let's go ahead and take a back look here. So the S&P, on the mini side, it's below VWAP. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. But it's bouncing from the 3,600. Jesus fuck. And the low, it looks like to be about 35.85. Come on, Coinbase. I know you want to test the lows.
If Moderna can't hold, probably already know, guys.
Your health insurance went up $20. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
20%, man.
Excuse me. I'm out today. I can't.
No worries.
There is Coinbase making a move to the downside. Let's go. Let's go. I want low a day.
Johan, I thought we could probably do that. Probably price in a hot CPI report today, but I mean, we're not flushing. We got through that in the opening of the market, and it recovered. Seems to me like the bigger traders are jumping in on that 357 to the upside, but eventually they could even get crushed.
I can't believe I didn't get filled on my Tesla. What is this, Wick? This is 214.79. My Tesla is at 214.95. Wow, I missed it by freaking 20 cents. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this Tesla short because now it doesn't make sense anymore. I want my capital back. All right, cancel that. Coinbase.
Coin
Come
going
on.
to zero?
No, that's a 2-point move on Coinbase. SPY below VWAP. Coinbase. Let's go. Wouldn't be surprised if this tries to test 70 again.
Sark. It's Sarkin today. Sark's out. Can't wait till we get the freaking Jim Cramer ETF, the inverse.
I thought it already launched. Did it not? Or is that just in the making?
No, well, it's launched in the terms like that everybody knows that it's coming, but it's not launched in the term like you can't trade it right now. And so, because they take a little bit of time, right? They have to actually develop the positions, like kind of get it ready, and then it'll come to the markets.
I wonder how they're going to track it in the sense of like what he recommends or what he does for his charitable trust.
I think it's going to be a mix. He mentions it on Mad Money. And the big thing that they're going to do there is they're going to have a person just determining, hey, this is how Jim Cramer did this. And it's also mentioned also in the ETF, of course, that they can make decisions for themselves, right? If they just seem like a position is just, and he hasn't made a comment, but it's going down the drain. I mean, I think they'll just
Well, that's
try to
stupid because then it's not an inverse.
pull the plug. I mean, you got to leave that in there, Zunaid, just to kind of leave you a little bit of room to try.
No, I
to
get
change things
that. I
up.
mean, yeah, look, do what you got to protect it. I'm saying then it's not an inverse. It's a inverse featuring your own decisions.
Eh.
But I mean, whatever. It's not like I plan on doing anything with that information.
I mean, they're gonna just take anything that's public that Jim Cramer actually calls and give it there. So I mean, I think overall, I mean, in overall outlook, I don't think you can go completely inverse on Jim Cramer, but I mean that's the hard thing too, because he does give some winners. It might be like 10% of the time, but that's the hard thing there. It'll be fun to be a day trade vehicle. Day trade vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if he was like on Mad Money on Monday, he's bashing Nvidia. And then on Tuesday, they come out with really good news. That'd be the day that I would play the inverse.
Where's Ryan? Shelly, he saw that you weren't in the chat early on, so he left.
Yeah, he said Shelly's not here today? What? Didn't get no love for Buddy? I'm out.
Come on, Coinbase. We literally just want 50 cents more. Is that too much to ask?
Into it, pulling back to the VWAP. How did Intel do today? They put out news today. They're cutting
I've got my
employees.
covers out at 69.05. 69.05 on Coinbase. Come on, feel me. Pause.
SPY keep breaking yet? No, it's just trying to get back towards the support. It's playing games with us. Playing games. Wouldn't you know it?
Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, I wish I would have bought Sark when I first had them on Money Mitch. That was in November of last year. Let's just say we'd be looking good. While everyone would be hating this year, you would be loving this year if you bought Sark when it first came out. That's why I brought it to my show. I was mentioning, like, how do we short Kathy? And specifically, the title on that day was, if you're interested in shorting Kathy, this is how you do it. Like, that was what it's all about.
Still got my Coinbase cover orders out there at 69.05s. I think I might need to move that at 69.06s just for fun. Let me do that. Moved it to 69.05. Nah, 69.06, excuse me. And now we're about 10 cents away from the bid for us to get covered. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Tobacco pushing. Defensives are the only sector into the green today. So to give you an insight on that, KB, looking good. VWAP bounce play. That's exactly that strategy I see there. It just got through the 45. You got to look for the next high. Where do you run into some resistance? I say you're going to run into resistance closer towards 45.61. You still got some room on this, I feel, to keep going. We'll see what happens.
Bro, the bid is literally 69.06, and there it is on Coinbase. Come on, man.
Make that money.
Getting that cover on Coinbase. Now just got about 5% of my size left. That has been the moneymaker today. I will leave Coinbase alone now. That's the average price of 71.76 on Coinbase. So we shorted it right here. Hold on a sec. This is where we shorted it, right there. And we were in the hole by about 10 cents. And our risk off was going to be 72.25, I think is what I put. And that's because you had the pre-market highs of around 72. So that's the reason we took that trade there. Might be one of the best entries I've had this year, not going to lie. Then we trailed some. We got, I think that's like the third out I've had. Let me check. I've had a bunch of shorts here. Yeah, it's like the third or fourth out on Coinbase. And now we just wait and see if it wants to crack below the lows. And we've got about 5% of my remaining size here on Coinbase, and let's see if we can see a little bit of low action. Yeah, Fed talk. Yeah, the minutes come out, I think, at 2. So honestly, I'm chilling. It's been a great day.
Villain.
Kathy was hot in the 70s. All right, I believe it.
I believe it. That's like 40 years ago. How old is
I wasn't
Kathy,
alive, but you know.
How
I
old
think
is
she's a
Kathy?
good-looking individual now. I mean, you know,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. How old is Kathy, man?
she looks great.
We're talking about the 70s.
She looks like
She
a
had to
woman
have been
that would
at
left
least
me
like,
on.
you know, maybe like at least into 19, 18, hopefully. How old is she?
Yeah, she looks like a woman that would leave me on red. But regardless, still waiting on Coinbase to go ahead and crack the low. SPY's below VWAP. I mean, I tried to short this one, but to be honest, I'm chilling. I already made a lot of good money here today. It's been a minute since I've had such a good day. So I'm not looking to ruin it. All thanks to Coinbase. My ears, I know.
All right. Let me get some music going.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, see, I got music in my ears. All right, bro. Are we really? All right, you know what? Never mind. I'm not commenting on that. All right, here you go. You've got the lows approaching on a Coinbase, but it keeps on bouncing. And you've got Apple here below VWAP looking at test. I thought I got rid of this thing. Looking to test the green to red line. Hey, way to go, Devin. Appreciate you, man. Feel free to tag us on Twitter with any gains that you've had today with our trades. We always love those dopamine hits. At least I know I do. I'm a dopamine junkie.
I know that. Love that dope.
What we got? All right, now see here's spot. Okay, now look. Oh, don't do it. Don't give up more money. Don't give up more money.
There you go, Devin. You made some money off me. Thank you, Devin. That's what I like to see. At least somebody making money.
All right, it's time to do it. It's time to do it.
Making some money. Pepsi trying to continue. ADP now finally back up. Held the support, then starting to go up.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Trying to hold on here and trying to get up after another VWAP try.
I took a couple of contracts here. The 358 puts expiring November 25 on SPY. November 25, November 25th on SPY. 358 puts, I got filled at 1402. If SPY goes ahead and cracks above 359, I will be out. So I'm risking 70 cents on the SPY, if you will. My hopium is that it'll reject VWAP here and then just come to the downside to the 357s. Come on.
Astros ruined your parlay? Well, it depends. If it was big money, one thing, Chris, that I would say is hedge your bets, just like you would hedge a trade if you were up big. I've done that before for parlays, and it saves me. I mean, you don't make as much, but hey, like let's say if you were going to make on the parlay, if that team wins, you make 700, but if you could put some of bet on the other team and maybe secure that you're going to at least make 300, doesn't seem too bad to have a, no lose scenario and make half the money. I only do it if I have one leg left. I normally wouldn't hedge it if it has two. I normally wait for that last team. If I'm nervous about that last team, especially if it's like, let's say like a Monday Night Football game. Oof, those are hard to get through.
I mean, if you want to talk about hedge, there's no reason to hedge, but it's all about, guaranteeing the money that could be,
Yeah,
I mean, life changing, but could make an impact on your life. By the way, not Coinbase. Well, yeah, I guess Coinbase breaking the lows. What up, though? And SPY rejecting.
SPY coming down, guys.
Come on, baby.
All I needed to do was bring the Daz music.
Come on, baby. That's what happens when you put people to sleep. Let's go.
Starts getting there.
I'm going to go ahead and I only have 2 contracts, though. Do I really want to just take? No, I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to be greedy? What do you think, chat? Should I be greedy and wait for low day to cover some?
Start taking off there.
I'm a gambler in investors' clothing. Huh? Yes, SPY. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I'm taking one more shot here.
Hopefully you made some money on that, Kenny. And hopefully, more importantly, you saw why I took that trade. I waited for that risk reward and I got paid. What are you taking a shot at?
Google short.
All right, got it on the left for you there.
Just larger caps are easier to get into. You don't have to stress too much about them. You can get in. Got in there at the 58s. So I need this to really start coming back down, but BWAT above. Smaller size. This needs to really kind of break there to give me a good gain on the day. At least on this position.
Order out to go ahead and sell at 1480 on my Coinbase short on my puts. That's one of the 2 contracts I have. The other one, I'm going to see if it breaks at 359 possibly. I don't know how I feel yet. Coinbase, though, what a monster move. Not a gambler. Anyone happen to know the spread on the Bills game? Sure, I can let you know, pal. Did they play today? Is today Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, he's not a gambler. Urban,
the Bills are 2.5 favorites.
Urban's one of those under the cover sports gamblers.
Oh, we've got a really good game tomorrow.
Yeah, what's tomorrow?
The Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Man, that is
I know it's got to be the game of the day.
Oh, I'm just ready to have an off day on Friday. Gonna get to the beach. I need it.
Hey, Devin, appreciate the tag, man. Let's go and retweet you there. Nice. And I love it. I love that you're journaling your trade. That is what's freaking important. I love that, bro. Good for you.
Devin's a beast. Devin's a beast. You guys see Devin in the chat all the time. He's the one that was talking about that Tesla short. My man knows his Tesla. That is for sure. Yo, SPY. What happened there? Look how it bounces off 357. Like to the key. Like off 357.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it can go ahead and get above the 359 or not.
That just shows me there's some bigger trading there. I have to look into my depth book, but there has to be something there at 357. When it goes that fast to it and bounces right off of it.
Come on. Wait, what are the ideas? Years ago, a gambler sold his house, car, and went to Vegas and put it all on black and won.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you
single,
do it.
But if I do that, I might stay single. I don't know about that.
I mean, so a friend of mine put a post on Twitter. It's not in, serious thinking here, but if you had it, what if you had a 70% chance to win versus 50?
Do I only get to one roll?
Only one roll. But you have 70% chance to double your worth.
You know what? I'll tell you what. If I had one roll for 70%, and if I had to put my entire net worth at the age that I'm at and the situation I'm at, I'd say I'd do it.
Hell yeah, that's my boy. I said, roll the dice. Roll them. Because I said the same thing I think you would say, Zunaid, right? If we lost it all, we'd make it back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm young enough. I can do it.
I can handle it.
Now, if I was like married and I had
Look at
someone,
the
you know,
spy there,
to
man.
take care of, not take care
Good
of as
lord,
if
I'm
she'd be
out of
dependent, but
Google here. Got stopped out again today. It's just not working for me, guys. Not working for me in this market. Look at that move back in the SPY.
yeah,
No
I totally
bueno.
do it, dude.
No
I'm
bueno.
absolutely gonna roll the die, spin the wheel, whatever you want to call it. 70% chance. The math is in my favor. Why not?
All right. You're like me. You're an odds type of guy. I'll take my chances when I can get them.
Yep. And this is why I should have covered my SPY short. We were up $100 on the trade. We just said, yeah. Zunaid and AB need a dating show. Oh, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
Well, you got Detroit, right? Come to Detroit, man.
Yeah.
And Atlanta, that's gonna get crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if the women would like me in Detroit. I don't know. It's a different
Hot Atlanta, though. Watch
situation,
out.
if you will.
Zunaid walking through the streets of Hot Atlanta.
Come on, SPY. What are you doing? But look, you did have the SPY make a higher high, right? So there's that. Just got an email from Jason letting me know I'm fired. I'm just kidding. I just got an email for real, though. Let's see what it says. Let's see what this email is for about.
SPY
Oh,
coming
it's about
back.
another affiliate.
Wouldn't you know it? A bounce off the 357, right back up there. Like Zunaid said, looking like we're going towards that 359. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah, if it cracks that, I will get out of my short.
I would say that the best thing I can say about my internet.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and be a degenerate. Let me go ahead and get this. I'm going to go ahead and go short here on SPY on the equity side. 358.74. I'm short, mainly because I like the risk reward. I'm going to get out at 350. Oop, nope, that's not it. 359.20 is my out. 359.20 is my out on the SPY.
Yeah, I hear you, Chris Woods. I need to make that shirt. We don't focus too much on trying to push sales of shirts on you guys, but I'll tell you what, those wicks are tricks. That's one of those that you can definitely find in this market. Look at the Pepsi.
If there's any shirts we're selling here, we're getting a cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Look at the Pepsi. Look at the PepsiCo chart today. Pretty chart. You want to look at something that was pretty? This is as pretty as it gets a lot of the times. Look at the VWAP holds.
I like this. So pretty much if I lose money, she's going to Applebee's. Is that what you're saying? I like that. I like that. AB does some YOLO shit, though. So his could be like, yo, ramen at my place, or like freaking a 5-star restaurant with a nice...
I like it. I like it. I like it.
All right, come on. We're still short our SPY, so let's go. Come on. We actually added a position on the equity side, so let's go. How much have we made today? Look, today I can afford steak.
Hey, today...
October, I got to eat some peanut butter jelly.
Today I'm harvesting those losses. I'm calling my
There
CPA today. Let's just say that.
On the short that we had at 358.73, I'm going to go ahead and cover some here at 358.20s. Let's go, baby. What a beautiful short on the SPY. Covering some gains here.
Oh.
And again, it was all about that risk reward for me, right? It was approaching what I was going to be a stop out.
I need to get that Rick Ross noise in here.
Best odds for the investor in Las Vegas is on the coming out roll. What is that? What does that mean? Like the first roll?
Yeah, like is the first roll in the day?
Is it really the best odds? Only because what? The odds are just... No, the odds are still the same.
Yeah, odds don't change on the timing, does it?
I guess you're saying just... I guess what Zen Bullish means is in the sense of like... the more you play, the more the edge...
Oh, is it...
continues to play out in favor of the house. So yes, the odds are the same.
Does that mean like the first moment you get to Vegas, like that first game you play? Is that what it is?
What sucks is I don't even drink, so I can't even enjoy the free drinks that they give out. I'm like, can I get a Coke? No ice, thank you.
Sabrina says she loves craps. Gotta show us how.
Seven out.
I played 7-Eleven back in, the cafeteria days, but
Bro, that's a restaurant. 7-Eleven's a restaurant I go to in October.
it's a dice game, man. Come on. You never played 7-Eleven?
Nah, I just owned them.
Oh, don't worry. I was running them. Zunaid was making me work.
There you go. All right. See, this is why you want to cover your shorts. Well, obviously, I still have the puts, but on the equity side, we went ahead and covered in the 20s. SPY is looking to break the 359s. I hope it does not, but it doesn't matter what I hope.
SPY's trying to hold here. Apple trying to hold VWAP also. I'm not taking any more, but.
Oh, boy.
What a day again, guys. Real estate leading the downside action. At PLD eventually just did a little pop and came back down. How's Lennar?
Oh, let's see if we can get a little trend line to defend. Doop. There we go. That's our trend line. Let's see if we can get that to hold.
The first roll on a new hand. There you go. Now we learned something.
They've got like this esports awards show or whatever in Vegas, and I want to go to that, but like I'm not nominated. I'm not involved with it in any way. No, SPY, relax. SPY's gonna stop me out if it gets to 359 crack, which is like literally right now. Let me go ahead and get my.
Go make those connects.
Yep, and there goes SPY. Went ahead and stopped me out. Already had my order out there, so I'm okay. Man, instead of making $100 on this SPY trade that I had available to me, I'm about to lose it. This is great.
It's how it is sometimes.
This is great.
CNC making a nice VWAP bounce style move. I'll show you guys that trade right here. Don't trade this often, but just seeing it up. Interesting. Healthcare plan. Getting a little bit of a lift. It's up today. You got UNH, MRAI, CI. That's Cigna. So not a bad day there. What?
Those are all Amazon things. Sorry,
this is the market, and I've talked about this on different shows. This is the take your money and run market. Take your money and run.
Let's see what this 5-minute candle is. If this 5-minute candle goes below VWAP, I'm still interested in going short again. But for now, I'm out. I'm out.
All right. Take a little second here to do a little promo action here. I'm going to take a second here and interrupt our trading action to let you guys know about the New York Stock Exchange tour. I want to see you guys on over. That's going to be tomorrow right here, 10:45. Don't miss it. You guys can check out the New York Stock Exchange for yourself. Of course, it's closed off to the public, but we did a tour for you guys so you guys can see all the action that happens inside the New York Stock Exchange. Chris Ketchy, myself, and Jay Woods, a CMT, part of Drive Wealth and former floor governor, takes us through the history of the New York Stock Exchange. You guys truly get the insight. I was blown away by the amount of information that Jay Woods has on the New York Stock Exchange. So don't miss it. You want to be there.
What are these new toys you have here? These are...
You got... Oh, that's not even the good one. Hold on a second. I want to put the good one on. I had it on pre-market prep, so I'm going to change things up right quick.
So the bell podium, you know, everyone has their signature thing. At the NYSE, we have our pillars, but we also have our bell. And every morning at 9:30, before that bell rings, the executive team or the celebrity guest, if we have a celebrity guest, we sometimes have them. Serena Williams just rang the bell a couple weeks ago to commemorate her last run in the U.S. Open. They'll congregate here under the bell. It's a nice photo op, but they'll learn that when they ring this bell, it opens markets worldwide. Even though we do trade pre-market, I know you probably trade pre-market too. The real quotes, the real depth markets are starting at 9:30.
Don't miss it. 10:45 tomorrow. You won't have to go anywhere. Just come to live trading tomorrow, team. You'll get to be able to watch.
Pretty much got to stand where Serena Williams stood. What a guy.
Everywhere. We went in the background. Well, let me not even give you too much. You got to check it out. Come here tomorrow, team, and you'll get to see the insights and some of the back stuff too. I think it's really interesting, some of the areas that we got allowed into. So you don't want to miss it too. And the fun part, it was the day that the Fed announcement was happening.
Oh, so
there was some commotion. There was definitely swinging of the markets. And I wanted to see how these money managers and these market makers reacted in a very volatile time. You'll get to see it in this video.
That's awesome, dude. Good for you, man. All expense paid trip to New York Stock Exchange. Mitch doing big things.
Hey, we're just getting started. You know, maybe one day we'll be coming out of the New York Stock Exchange right here on Benzinga. Who knows?
Oh, man. Look, as the best show that Benzinga has, if we don't get to ring that bell, you know?
Right? Come on. Ding, 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 ding. No, I'm going to break the gavel. Supposedly there's only 2 people that have done it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working out for that. We got to lift. We got to lift, Zunaid. We got to eat those Rice Krispies. Get them.
This is from yesterday, though. I haven't had any today, but, you know.
All right, so what's up with this market today, man? It just seems like
well,
it's
here's
just
what I've
games.
got. I went ahead and took a short, you know, because that's who I am. So I had closed out my short on the SPY. Remember, we bought it at like, what did I buy it? I bought it at 1404. I closed it at 1358. And then because I'm a dummy, I bought it back at 1382. But just one contract this time, though. Just one contract this time. Because I want this candle to close. And maybe I'll go ahead and get another one. I am short Tesla here as well at 213.55. I'm short. And I still got my Coinbase short, 5% remaining from the 71.76s. So obviously, overall, I'm bearish. But we'll see if the market rewards me or if we just get screwed. But now it's just kind of playing with house money for me, right? We're just having a little bit of fun. I'm on the show for another 20 minutes. Since Ryan's not here, we'll just kind of hang out and kick it.
And we got a question here from Jacob Clark. I'll go ahead and give my answer, and Zunaid, you can give yours. Daily goal and percentage wise for an overall account. For me, honestly, 2% a day, and I'm a happy man. Especially overall account. That's what I look at. I'm not trying to push it too much. You know, there's certain times where I'll make trades that, you know, have made 20, 30%. But in this market, you know, and with the amount of, you know, that you're putting into every position, right? Because your overall account, you're not putting your account into one trade. I don't do that, definitely. So for me, 2% a day, that seems perfect.
Yeah. For me, it's more so about every trade that I take, I want to win in terms of risk reward. I want to at least get, so the way that I like to do, let's just say if I'm taking, this is just for easy math, okay? Say if I'm taking 1,000 shares short, right? I want to make sure that at least half of it I can cover on a one-to-one basis, right? So if I'm short Coinbase at 70 and my stop loss is 71, I want to make sure that at 69, I cover at least 500 shares and then move my break even. That way I can't go red on the trade. So basically for me, what I'm saying is instead of looking at it as, hey, I want to grow my account this much, I just look at the trade and see if it works out in my favor or not. Because to me, for me, whenever I go ahead and say, hey, I want to grow my account by this much, say I want to grow it by, 2%. If I'm only at 1.5%, I might force a trade to get to that 2%. And that can screw me up, if you will. So I just take a look at it as individual trades. I don't look at my P&L at all, until the end of the day or till the end of the trade. Or if I know, hey, I'm kind of screwed. I'm ending my day. What am I down? But when I'm in the trades and stuff, I try not to look at my P&L. That's why whenever I call out trades and things like that, you'll see me call out the percent that we're up, or how many cents in the money we are, or dollars we're in the money, or whatever the case may be, is because I just don't look at my P&L, because then it messes with my head of like, oh shoot, I'm down 400. I should go ahead and take the loss, or oh, I'm up 300. I should take the win, whatever it might be. But that's what I've got. Speaking of which, you do have SPY. 10-minute candle did close below VWAP. My Tesla short is up about 0.25%. Coinbase shorts up almost 5%, and the SPY puts are up about 2%. So we're waiting for a little bit more pain, if you will, as Coinbase is about 35 cents away from breaking the lows.
38 in a regular suit, Crow. No, actually, I'm kind of small, man. I rock a 36, but it's because I'm skinny. It's really not the arms. The arms will be a little tight on me on a lot of these suits. But
Bicep gang.
It's the waist, you know. I can't do nothing about it. If I wear a bigger suit, then all of a sudden I start looking like a trash bag. But I usually use slim. And just to give you an insight, that's not a crazy expensive suit. That's just an express suit. It's nothing big, but you got to find the brand that fits your body. That's what I found is really the truth, is you got to try some different outfits and you're going to find a brand that fits you. I got to rock the bow tie, though. You got to do the bow tie game. I used to rock more of the bow tie game.
Excuse me for a second here. I got to take care of something. Where is it? There it is.
Oh, we got to do like the Peaky Blinders, the old school gangster style in New York. The Peakies. The Crow said retired from the suit biz. Hey, that might have been fun.
You got a sharp suit there, my man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I noticed this bow tie in there. Hey, gotta rock the bow ties. That's definitely some swag, especially when you're young.
I'm not gonna lie.
Too many people rock ties, but
I'm looking forward to hopefully losing more weight so I could go to Express and get a nice little suit. Because, dude, you got to have like a certain slim body type to go ahead and buy suits at Express. Ain't nobody got. They don't have suits for a Pillsbury dope boy, you know?
Yeah. That's what I said. You know, find the brand that fits you. Sometimes you're gonna find that certain brands fit you better than others, and then also get them on the discount, right?
Oh, I mean, come on now.
Come on. Yeah, you know, we don't pay full price for anything here. That's the rule.
I don't care how much money I make. I cannot let my ancestors down by paying full price.
Yeah.
What we got here? I'm just taking a look at AMC to see how far it is from $5. I'm gonna have to set an alert just around here so I can try to trade it at 5. But there's Coinbase, new low of day.
By trying to come down through it. I mean, my outlook was that we would get the Chappelle today versus the Chappelle tomorrow, but I don't know if we're ever going to truly get it. I mean, it's looking weak. One thing I will say, though, is we're starting to get kind of that pattern there, right? I mean, if you take a look at it, you kind of have like this trend line that it's tried to hold 359, couldn't do it. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3. Tried to hold support. Needs to get back through that 359. If we break 357, I think this time it'll be the one that actually breaks it. Let's see. It's heading right now. It's at 357.38. Will we get through the 357?
Did I not? All right, so I went to go sell my SPY put, right, for the quick $50 because I was like, oh, I'm so short the equity, I'm all right. So I sell the put. I got that one at 1382. I sell it here at 1426, and I go to see how my SPY short is doing on the equity side. Turns out I never got filled.
Hey, the apes aren't happy. AMC down to 578. Sad. Heading down further. The apes ain't happy, man. Zunaid, you got a costume.
Oh, dude, let me see if I can get that. Oh, I'm about to Amazon
Pillsbury
that shit right
Doughboy
now.
for
Oh, I like
Halloween.
that. I like that. I like that. Hold on,
What,
I'm literally looking it up right now.
what kind of what would you be? Would you be cookies? Would you be cinnamon rolls? What type of style you be?
Oh, bro, these are expensive. Hell no.
Yeah, you dude. Costumes are expensive as hell.
Bro, this is wild. Here's the thing. So I've
Especially
got a party to
inflation.
go to, obviously, at the end of October, but I might be in Canada, so I can't like order this and then not go through with it.
Gotta pull the sheet. Be a ghost.
Oh, you know what? Whale. I'm gonna be a whale if I can.
What's up, Jacob? It's good to have you with us. We're having a good time now, just taking it easy a little bit. 10:46. We'll get you guys over to 11. Almost out of here. But man, even Party City can't go up in this time. Look, remember we were watching the Party City for a little while? Look where it's at. It's back down there, man. It doesn't even want to move. I don't know how their sales are going to go in October, but if they don't do well in October, Party City could be in trouble.
What Spirits Hollywood? What Spirits Halloween business?
So they opened a retail store only during this time.
Like Spirit Airlines?
No, it's Spirit Halloween store. Like it's a Halloween store.
Oh, okay.
Only to sell costumes, but they're only around for the seasonal experience.
I like
which
it.
is maybe what Party City should take note on. But Party City, just tries to hang around so they could be around for the different parties.
And they do home delivery by Instacart? Yo, chat. Hold on. All right, look, trading can wait. All right, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Sorry for anyone that I'm disappointed.
We're going shopping?
We're going shopping, baby.
Shopping.
We're going shopping.
We're going to spend some money.
All right. Number one, let's see what we got for whale. I'm not white, but I assume this doesn't mean I can't. Okay. All right. Well, look, let's try this out. Literally, I type in whale. Why am I getting astronauts? You know what? This site's already pissing me off. Okay. What else can we be?
Spy the 357.
Yeah, look, you pull up the spy charts. I'm gonna focus on this since I'm
just keep watching. I'll let you guys know what's happening.
50s? Boy, I wasn't even born in the 50s.
Another bounce off that 357. It's insane.
These are for kids. I'm a man.
No, you can fit in that, Zunaid. Come on.
Hey, look, just because I'm short, all right?
Baby shark doo doo.
Someone told me to dress as Lola Bunny, actually. Ooh, let's see if Bugs Bunny's there.
Lola.
I definitely spelled bunny wrong. Wow.
I think it's the wrong year, man.
What do you mean?
Didn't the Looney Tunes, Space Jam came out last year?
I didn't watch the movie.
What happened?
I didn't watch the movie. Don't spoil shit.
You didn't watch the movie? Come on.
I mean, I've seen the first one, but not the one with LeBron.
You sleeping, man.
I know. I am.
Don't worry. You didn't mention much.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not paying $50 for this. For a
Jordan
one-time thing, I'd rather YOLO a spy put.
The spy, man.
All right, look, I'm just going to check out sale, and I'm done with this. Men's. Lame.
Last year, I was Bob Ross.
All right, I'm done.
No shopping.
Yeah.
Didn't even get anything.
I just can't get my heart to spend money on that.
You doughboy.
I can't. Can't do it. Back to the spy so we can afford Halloween costumes, y'all. Well, at least it's a good thing that I sold my spy put because it bounced right at that 357 level that you talked about early on, Mitch. Money,
sorry about that. I was just getting a Slack message. You know how that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, SPY just bouncing off that 357. It went to 357.09 again and just bounced. It just seems like we're having that indecision type of day, and it seems to make sense, right? I mean, if we get an indecision type of day and just hang out here between kind of 360s, 357, and wait till tomorrow, seems to make sense.
All right, Zunaid Capital. Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, I'm not spending $50 on a costume when I can just YOLO that. Do I play FIFA? I mean, I have the game, I think, on PlayStation, but like I'm not anywhere near worthy of hopping on the sticks, if you know what I mean. FOXO. What a move after it got above $1. Money, money, money. Money. Man, I wish TradeStation. So I want to get back and fund TradeStation again. But the reason I haven't is because I want to trade futures. And in order for me to do so, I have to have two separate accounts on TradeStation, one for futures and one for stocks and options. And like, I'm not rich. I'm not just going to have two separate $30,000 accounts while trading on E-Trade. But that's annoying. Thinkorswim, thankfully, you were able to have both 2-in-1 type situation, but not on TradeStation. Check APDN, please. Sure, pal. APDN. Obviously, to the upside, nice little trend there. Let's go ahead and see. I think the best risk reward for you is to wait till it comes back to 250. And if it goes ahead and cracks 240, you can go ahead and get out. Call it slippage. 15 cents is what you're about risking. But I think the closer you get it to 250, the better. Oh, not that. There we go. Yeah, it's breaking a couple of resistance levels. So you see the next one approaching is $3, right? So that'll be key. You can see that on the hourly here, right around this area. But to me, the closer you get it to 250, the better. On Applied DNA Sciences, ticker APDN.
Seems like some guy that had done some securities fraud that got caught trying to get to Mexico. He had some gold, had some money. Man, just gone to the Bahamas, man.
What data is 2:30? I think the minutes come out at 2.
The minutes come out at 2 p.m. And so what could come out on the 2 p.m. that could really kind of shake things up, right? And so what you get is you get actual like a transcript from the meeting. The meeting has already happened. They've already given us the conference from that meeting. But what you get is this transcript. Now, what could change things up? You're looking for certain language. There's certain language maybe talking about selling off of the assets in a faster manner. If that's what's going on, well, of course, boom, you would see the market take a little hit on that. You could also take a look at how they're speaking on, of course, unemployment. What are they focusing on? What are they speaking about? Inflations. You get more specifics into exactly their outlook. Now, really, the thing that I think is the important one is looking for that. Talking about more of the selling of the assets. How is that going? How's the balance sheet sell-off going?
I like NinjaTrader over Thinkorswim for futures, Chris.
Futures action.
Every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Don't miss it, guys.
All right,
I need to
there's
get
a
into some
SPY.
futures. I want to do some futures eventually, probably next year. I'm gonna start adding some tools to the tool belt.
Yeah, futures are fun. All right, I'm going to try to go ahead and trade the same thing. Matter of fact, I got the exact same fill on a market order that I did the first time. So I'm back in the puts. The 358 puts on SPY expiring November 25th got filled at 1382. Stop loss will be the crack of 359 to the upside. Looking to get about 357 to the downside. And let's see if I can go short SPY this time because I hate money. All right, short SPY here at 358.03s. 358.03s.
Held support. Stuck in this pattern. And so I think unless we get an actual close below 357, close above 359, it's just going to be a little choppy here. Yeah, we got to get a link there for my man, for Ninja Trader.
What happened?
Got to get a link. Rich is asking, he wants to switch to Ninja Trader.
Yeah, well, here, let's easily get you a link, pal. Here's a link for you.
DXY tanking. Good note, Richard. Let's see the DXY. Take a look.
Come on, SPAC.
Well, it's not tanking, it's ripping. It's actually ripping right now. That's not good for the market. It's kind of interesting. It did get a little spike there at 1047 though. Where are we at? What do you guys see on DXY? Does anyone have up-to-date DXY? I'm a little bit behind.
Webull has 0 commissions, but as does a couple of other, like Robinhood, but you may not get the best execution. So for example, if there's only 5 contracts to be sold on the market at $3 and I'm using something like Thinkorswim, or excuse me, I'm using something as TradeStation, because that's a direct market orders, I might get failed before you do. Because you've got market makers. Sorry, I just got a funny text. Taking orders and not giving you the best fill possible.
DXY just went to 113.25. It's good to notice. Thank you, Rich. So it peaked and then just came right back down. I mean, that's something definitely to watch. UDN. See how that's doing. There needs to be some better dollar reads.
So CS better fills, so more commish. I mean, not necessarily, but like when you're paying for direct access, right? And that obviously is going to cost you a little bit more money. I mean, so you've got a bunch of different brokers out there that offer direct access. I believe Interactive Broker does, TradeStation does. There are a couple more out there. Oh, Trade Zero does.
Yeah, I was about to say Trade Zero. What you're looking for is understanding what the difference is between a direct route order and an algorithm route order, right? And algorithms are always going to be slower than a direct choice. And what do we mean by direct choice? Well, when you're looking at level 2s, you sometimes see different exchanges on there, right? You see like ARCA ordering, you see NASDAQ ordering. And so one thing that is used is when you want to actually select a certain route and choose that route, well, there's certain brokerages that will give you that option. Of course, what does this do? This costs us a little bit more because you're not doing the payment for order flow kind of deal. And that's really where you go into play when you're going into more of an algorithmic fill. You're going to be dealing with more of that payment for order flow. So you got to look into this. So it's a deeper conversation. But of course, that's what you want to be looking up. The difference between direct order routing and using algorithmic order routing. TOS doesn't do direct. Yeah, TOS doesn't do direct. It's algorithmic.
So TOS has direct access. Here,
I think you can choose. It just costs more for TOS.
Yeah. Because they got some direct routing, some shit. I don't use it, but you know.
They use an algorithm on a lot of their stuff, and so that's why I don't like them too much. But
CS rejecting VWAP one more time. Can we just flush to the lows, please? For goodness gracious.
I don't know too much about CS, but I think
CS Counter Strike.
I don't know. Counter Strike. Look at this guy. No, I think he's talking
Center Point. What is it? I don't know what that is.
I think he's talking Credit Suisse. What are you using?
No, CS is
Charles Schwab.
Schwab. Charles Schwab is definitely a retail broker, like in the sense of Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm an esports guy. That's what my mind meant to. Charles Schwab is similar to a Thinkorswim. Matter of fact, they're their own company now. They're one company. I have a Charles Schwab account. I literally have zero money in there, but
I don't know too much about them, so I'm looking. They use an advanced ordering. The Schwab order execution advantage.
Yeah, they own TOS. SPY made a little bit of move to the previous close, and now it's testing. Be one more time.
Yeah, I agree. That most retail traders probably aren't making enough money to really worry too much about the difference. Depends, though. It depends if you just want to be very specific on your ordering, trying to get the best pennies. But majority of the times,
Here's what I haven't.
pennies.
Here's what I haven't understood. Right. So I wanted to get, I think it's Centerpoint Securities, I think is one of the brokers, or Cobra Trading or whatever, right? But they use a DOS trading UI, but it's like, why would you use another? I don't understand how that works. Like,
So DOS is really fast. I've used it, Zunaid.
Okay.
So DOS is extremely fast, like as fast as anything.
But
I've
DOS
ever
is
used.
not a broker. It's a UI or whatever, right?
It's a platform. And so they can sell that platform to certain brokerages so that they can use their platform. So it's like a tech stack. You're using the DAS tech stack to try to use a third-party source instead of making your own platform. And why does that work well? Because the way that they're
But they're not a broker.
They're not. It's not a brokerage.
Huh.
So I've used DOS, and I'll tell you one thing: DOS has the best. If you really want to test yourself, and let's just say you don't care about spending money, well, they have the best paper trading platform there is out there, and there's a reason why, because they just use their data, their live data. It's the fastest. It gives you true executions. Uses, like, let's say, on some paper trading, like if there's like 100 shares available at a certain price, it'll just fill you even if you're using like 1,000 shares there. Well, it won't do that on this paper trading platform.
Mike, you really like it? So I mean, that's crazy though. Because to me, the way that I saw it, and I might get stopped out of SPY here in a minute, but to me, it's like you're going through two different platforms. Then it's like IB and DOS, and I'm still getting faster execution than like a trade station would give me.
Yeah.
Really?
I think the only one that might compare is like Interactive Pro, but you even see there, Mike is using DOS off of Interactive. So that just shows you. That just shows you more and more. The thing is, DOS is very low latency, and the way that it works, the data that's coming through on there it's really, we're talking milliseconds, lightning seconds. Like a lot of times, what I noticed is that especially when you're looking at like a lot of data that's filtering through, some exchanges are just not. Some platforms just not as fast. Let's just put it that way. They're just nowhere near as fast.
What is DOS here? I'm trying to find a video. By the way, for the folks that are familiar with Humble Trader, we're going to have a webinar with Humble Trader near the end of the month. I believe it'll be October 26th. So be on the lookout for that. So we'll have a nice little webinar with Humble Trader and Benzinga Pro. So that'll be a lot of fun. She actually talks a little bit about DOS.
Do I still have DOS? Let me see. No, it's not up to date. I'd have to. Let me see if it opens. Aha!
Does it?
Yeah, it's not going to give me access, of course, because Let me see if I can get. Okay, yeah, it says users accounts closed, but I can at least show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's a very, very standard like program. It's very. I mean, let's see if we can actually even open anything. I don't think it's going to let me open anything. But
can
it's
I just
very
see like an order box? It looks like it'll be the same. Click on Trade tab.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get it in a montage window. Let's see. No, it's not going to get it to me because I'm not really connected. Okay. I can't log in anymore. I don't have access to it. But check it out, guys. Check it out.
I don't care about alerting. I just want quick execution.
Yeah, it's just fast. It's there, and it's also just the way that the program is set. I'll tell you one thing: it doesn't take
How
much
much is
from
there?
your
I'm gonna have to
computer.
check it out.
Doesn't take much from your computer. And for you guys out there, they do want a paper trading place, and you think that that's going to be place, and their direct access order routing is amazing. I definitely think it's one of the best out there. You can look for
I
images
wonder
to show you
if-
how it looks.
Well, I'm about to call up Centerpoint after we get off the phone here, actually, after we get off the stream. Yeah. So it's like the standard one that you see on like Trade Zero and everything.
Yeah, it's like the standard one. I mean, I don't think it's anything unsurprising, but it's not pretty. I'll tell you that. The charting is not pretty. I used to even use
Well, that's the
DOS.
thing. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah.
Yeah. What I used to use is I used to use my charting from TC 2000. I used to use DOS to do order execution. And then, of course, I was using my broker to put that order through, right? And so you're using their 3 programs. And when you're starting to use 3 programs, you can't die down your computer, right? You don't want it to be at the point where you're using, a whole bunch of, like, let's say browser-based ones. Those suck, because freaking Chrome will destroy you, right? And so that's why another reason why people use DOS. It's an actual platform that you're using, an actual program on your computer.
It's pretty dope.
There you go. 14-day free trial.
For DOS. So, but yeah, but I have to hook up DOS with something though, whether it's Centerpoint or whether it's whatever. I'd have to hook it up. Right?
I think you could get the paper account there if you want to just show it off there. You don't
I
have
mean,
to do it today.
I'd rather put in money though, but
yeah, just so you could see the account, right?
yeah.
All right, Voodoo. Most retail traders should concentrate on a service that offers fast charting, zero lag services. I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, what you want to do is always what I say: find something that fits more of your trading strategy. If your trading strategy is where a couple pennies won't make too much of a difference, maybe you have really small sizing, you're more of a swing trader. Well, then maybe these fast executions don't really matter to you. But if you're a day trader and you're using high size and you're looking to make momentum moves or maybe scout type of trades, well, then I would want as fast as possible.
All right. Sounds like I know where I'm going to put money.
It all depends on how fast you want that order filled. If you want a lightning fill, you want to be doing direct routing and you want to be knowing that you're selecting the right routes. I think DOS even has ability so you can start using dark pool.
Yeah, I mean, anybody trying to buy my 1,000 shares?
Dark Peggy, what's up with Peggy? Peggy's been hanging on today, I'll tell you that. It's pegged right there towards the 7, but it's hanging on. It's not a bad stock of the day. SPY looked like it wants to go through the 359. Will it ever get there?
Right.
It's such a tough day with that kind of chart.
Take care, Richard.
So this is a funny one. Like, if you don't look to the left in the pre-market, this looks bullish. That's a bullish pattern. You include the pre-market, that's a bearish pattern. You go a little bit further back, and then kind of you get like that recent action that you got from yesterday. And we're longer term hours still in the bearish pattern, I would say. But when you go into the shorter time frame, it does look a little bullish. All right, that's it. That's probably going to do it for us. It's 11:10. We're going to start wrapping up, get you guys on over to Benzinga Live. Benzinga Live will be coming to you at 11:30, so don't go anywhere. Stick around. We got a lot that's coming up. And, of course, don't miss it. Tomorrow, 10:45, be here for the New York Stock Exchange tour. I'm telling you guys will enjoy that video. Don't miss it. All right, Zunaid,
see y'all later.
You want to wrap up your day? How was your day? Good day for you?
It was a great fucking day. Very happy with it. Thanks to
Yeah.
Coinbase. That short was beautiful. Now I'm just kind of paying attention to the SPY to see if we can break this trend line to the upside of that 359. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
See you guys. Have a good one. Keep battling and work on those skills because it's all about process. Process gets us to the green.